Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Checking some settings here, making sure everything is working, and it is good. All right, so welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Again, it is Monday, February 12th. It is 4:23 p.m. here in the Arizona desert. It's been a remarkable day. Bitcoin got over 50K today on some exchanges. That's wonderful to see. Bitcoin. Sorry guys. Whew. Let me get my speaking voice on here. Okay, so BitcoinDailyView.com got more for you there. Welcome home again, Bitcoin truth seekers. Checking out FinViz. In general, kind of a day for the market, although it's really weird. So Dow up 0.33, NASDAQ down 0.3, S&P 500 down 0.09, Russell 2000 index up 1.82. Interesting. So really kind of a inconclusive sideways day in the market, if you ask me, for the big indexes. Looking at the S&P 500, no sector in general really did all that great. Tesla took a 2.8% dump. Banks diversified did okay. Anyway, not a great day for the big traditional markets. Looking at Bitcoin volume last 24 hours, 10 billion. That's crazy. It's usually a good day would be 5 billion, really, up 86% last 24 hours. So definitely the volume is on, probably because Bitcoin is pumping. While it pumped the last couple hours, you can see it just totally wrecked the crap out of some shorts. Someone just did a $2.5 million buy. I can dig that. Anyhow, so optimism won and crushed the haters today. Although on Binance, we're looking at for longs versus shorts for Bitcoin, we're looking at 37% long, 62% short. So people definitely think this initial run, this push, is probably rolling over. We'll take a look at it because it probably is. All about how you trade, whether you're going to just stay in or sell now at the top, short, whatever. We'll take a look at it. Looking at the top 20 exchanges, all in the green. Looking good. Definitely volume was kind of dumping for spot trading pairs over the weekend, but now it's back online in the green. So good to go. Looking at the top 100 coins and Bitcoin, you got Bitcoin coming in at 49,907. Radical. Love it. Looking at the top 20, top 100 alts, pretty much all in the green, or at least not in the red. Ordi doing very, very well. Near Protocol doing good. Optimism looking great. Ethereum up 6.3% today. What else we got? Shiba Inu up 2.6%. We'll look at that one. So anyway, just really great. Theta, I love that project. Theta up 6.5%. So really, and Beam up 13%. I like seeing that. So anyway, really wow, a pumping day in the market. I like what I'm seeing. So that's good. Looking at Bitcoin now. One of the first things maybe I'll do here is just go to a daily chart. And so I wanted to note this. If we look at the daily chart, you can see what happened today. We got a new higher high. So if you're cruising like this and you've got your parallel channel going, you're cruising up. You probably would have been cruising about here, honestly. But let's just that's fine. Let's do that. So you were kind of cruising right about here. On the daily chart, it had kind of dropped out of that upwards momentum that it had, which happens, but you were above the 200 moving average, so you were happy. Not that's the right moving average there. You watching the squeeze indicator right here. Sorry, I have two mice and both are screwing up. You can see, watch the squeeze indicator was rolling over. Now it's positive. So you were like, all right, let's see what's going on. Directional index is in the green. ADX is turning up. That's the white line there. I like that, getting some volume in. So, all right. So you're hanging in there. And then, boom, it starts pushing hard. You get those purple candles. That's Candles by Sam. It's an indicator. On TradingView, you can find it over at BitcoinDailyView.com. Just go there and just search for candle on the main page, and you'll find it. Now you're back in that channel. I find it to be a very powerful thing when you have an upwards channel and you break below, then you come back and find support and get back in it, or you pump to the top, get over the top, come down, make the top the new support. So this is actually a rather nice daily thing here. If I could fire up as far as indicators, just like right here, indicators, can I fire up a MACD and put it in there? How is that looking today? Moving average, not strategy, just boom, MACD, boom. Can we get it in there? Yeah, we can. So looking at the MACD, this is wonderful. So as you note, on the daily chart, like if you were down here, thinking, oh man, it's going to lose that upwards momentum. That's where the MACD was turning up and starting to roll over. That's a pretty glorious thing to say. So if we can split this out a little bit so you can see a little better, um, I'll nix that because it's hard to see. Your tangent turned right about here for the MACD. Signal was turning up. MACD crossed the signal, very positive. So really, this was kind of predictable. Bitcoin has had to give some back in the daily chart, and you can see right where that tangent began to turn back up on the daily MACD. Boom, it started to move up. So this is just a wonderful chart, and I think honestly it's just getting going. And one of the things that I'm very excited about is if we look where it's at, look at that. That is technically, I mean, we have done a higher high, and that is when life starts getting good. So like here's your last, really your high, boom, just broke above it. I think we're probably going to stay there. Looking at the big indicators, we're rolling over towards the positive. So I think definitely Bitcoin has found some energons, and I think it has decided to start continuing. We'll just do a continuation of this. So anyhow, I think this is pretty positive. I mean, higher highs and lower lows are very, they really show you a lot. So here's like you could say like well, you could even say here's a low. Then here, these are arguably about the same, but low, there we go, a low, a higher low, a higher low. Then here's like a lower, how do you say it? Lower high, no, higher low. Okay, so a low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Then of course here you get your, here you get like your higher high, higher high, higher high. Kind of began to below it, but then again, okay, higher high. There you go. We just got another one, higher high. After a nice give back, almost like a big daily bar pattern in a way there. So anyhow, Bitcoin, honestly, looking strong. I think if it holds this higher high, I think we're going to be in glorious shape. So let's go back to this, the 45-minute chart. You can see a powerful cruise. We're sideways now. Probably going to start chilling out. Would not surprise me even if we did one of these. And you know what I'm going to say. But, like here's the 45-minute chart. A bar pattern would not surprise me at all. But still, we've broken 50K. I think it's looking wonderful. I like what I'm seeing. Let's go to a 4-hour chart and see how it looks. Yeah, it's just a powerful chart. 4 hours looking nice and powerful. We may hold this new line around 50K. I mean, if we go back, let's go back to a daily chart here. Where has this been in play before? You'll see it. Oh, okay. You know what? Actually, let's do this. Let's grab all this stuff here. Oh, sorry about that. Let's grab all this here. Let's go to a 3-day just to smooth it out some. Okay. Let's just look at Bitcoin here. And let's do a Fibonacci sequence here and see where we're at. We'll go way back to I think March of 2020 when we visited 3K. Go to that beautiful higher high. Now, where are we? Oh, this is just glorious. Look at that. See, if you look at this over time, this Fibonacci sequence, which goes way back to March of 2020, and then the high we had, 68,000 or so. This is just stuck in there really, really well. We hung out, kind of did our purgatory, where we got bored to death in that 618 golden pocket. We were down here at the 786, wondering, we're going to hold it. We started moving up. We crossed the .5. We crossed the 382, and there we go. We had to beat on the 382 Fibonacci sequence for a while. Broke above it pretty strong. Got a new higher high. I mean, honestly, I'm feeling pretty good. I mean, where is our next sort of real area of a new ceiling, what we might hit? 52,066. So 52,662. That would be a nice an area where I could see possibly finding some resistance. But of course, that's right near the 236 Fibonacci sequence level, which if we look is right around 53,610. So I think we might be heading for some serious energons here. So I'm digging it. I'm watching it. Honestly, I got, I've been dollar cost averaging the last couple of weeks as it's been rolling up, and I'm really not looking to pull that stash out. I don't think it's worth it. I'm going to just stay in, and as far as my Bitcoin trading, I'm just going long until this thing shows a real possible propensity for rolling over. And what am I going to be watching to see that? Well, here's the I'm going to watch a couple things. I'm going to watch for when does it roll over? When might I think that this run is done? I would say, make this the 314. So I would say Looking at the 200 moving average in white and the 314 in green. 200's above the 314. That's positive. We're well above the 200 moving average on the daily. I love it. Just made a higher high. That is just a glorious thing. And if I fire up, let's say the MACD, bonk, fire that thing up. When I go, there it is. You can see here with the MACD, let's make it nice and big so we can see it. I mean, until the MACD's tangent turns negative, it's like when you see the histogram begin to start closing, when you see the tangent begin to turn, like you can just look for certain things. When that tangent rolls over, like there the tangent rolled over, here the tangent rolled over, here the tangent rolled up, when I see that happen here, maybe I dump it, just I would either short some or I'd get out, which is a short too. If you just sell, go to USDT, Tether, whatever you want to do. Anyway, Bitcoin, I see honestly right now a glorious, come on now, a glorious upwards channel that it's kind of gotten. You could do like this if you wanted, and then you could just do like that if you want. That actually would work too if you wanted to. I think it looks good to look at it both ways. Like I was looking at it earlier, I think that's valid too. But this is looking beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here on the daily chart, and there's a good chance maybe we might find resistance at the top of the channel, and then come back down, and then go back up. We'll see what happens. That's definitely a thing that could happen. But right now, it's just a nice, strong chart. It's looking good. I like what I'm seeing. Yeah, that's what I can tell you. Bitcoin looking good. If this continues, one could just start playing this channel on the daily, and also along with that channel, of course, on the daily. Watch your MACD. Watch those tangents to turn, because really, if you were just trading daily tangent turns, you might not always get it right. But I think in general, you'd be doing pretty good. And just wait for this tangent to turn, and then boom, you're out. And pick it up when it turns back up. Bink. Anyway, so there's Bitcoin. I mean, it's just a good chart. What can I say? Big time. This is one I wanted to mention because I looked at this one the other day. And I made the subsequence. The other day is when it was just starting to dump. And what did it do? Went to the 0.5 fib level, and it's moving up again. Chart looks strong. I like what I'm seeing. It's above the 200. It's above the 314 in green there. I don't like kind of trading the 286 fib level, but it's looking pretty strong. It's a 4-hour chart. I think I'd watch maybe more like into the 45-minute action here. And yeah, it pumped. It gave some back. It's setting up. It's probably gonna keep going. It's not exactly a chart that I want to trade right now, but I just wanted to show it to you because I think it does show the power of those. When you have a real abrupt pump, it's always great to throw a fib on it and see if it bounces where you'd expect. This guy looks like, honestly, big time looks like it's probably going to continue. If I was to look at it, what do we got here? Yeah, this thing. I mean, if it got back to where it's been, that would be extraordinary. So definitely it pumped, gave a lot back. Now it's moving up. Let's look at this. I'm going to cut that. Well, let's do the fib like this. Yeah, where are we at here? Yeah, I think that fits better. Should I put that in there? Yeah, I can put that in there. That's fine too. So there you go. On the daily chart, it pumped like crazy. Big time versus USDT came down. It's playing this fib sequence very, very well. Bounce at the 786. In general, it's looking really good. Maybe we could even like throw a MACD on this. I need to just add this to the chart so I don't have to keep pulling it up all the time. But MACD, yeah, look at that. Daily MACD just turned positive, moving. This is one to watch. Watch big time. Watch big time. I mean, trade at your own in your own way, in your own time. But it's on KuCoin. I see that, and Gate.io and Bybit, etc. like that. OKX exchanges at MEXC exchanges. Some people who are listening probably use. Right now, we're playing with that 618 golden pocket. Strong spot, strong chart. Like what I see. 4-hour chart's great. Broke above the 200 moving average, came down, tested it, moving back up. Let's look at it like this. Bam. 4-hour chart. Yeah, its volume's looking good. It's moving. Directional index is looking good. ADX is looking good. This is 4-hour chart breaking over that 200 and that 314, finding support in the 314. Not surprising if this guy just keeps on going and starts just to you know, take on some of these previous highs on the way up. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if it's kind of probably getting challenged by this previous high. Bonk. Won't surprise me if it gets challenged here. But anyway, just one to watch. I think big time has got a lot of upwards mobility. One to watch. SHIB, it's been in this upwards channel. It kind of broke out of it, visited the 200 moving average here in the 45-minute chart, made a good bounce. Now it's moving up, getting back in that channel. Indicators in general are looking good, beginning to slow down a little bit. I'm actually watching this one for a possible SHIB Inu versus USDT. I'm kind of watching this one for a possible move tomorrow, because look at the 4-hour candles. That's candles by Sam. They're purple. It means the bodies line up. On the 4-hour chart, this thing is only kind of just getting going. It broke above the 200 moving average. Now it's challenging the 314. Wants to get back in that upwards channel. I'm definitely watching SHIB versus USDT. I think it's definitely got some energons going on. 4-hour chart looks really nice. So to make sure it clears that 314. And then, of course, as we can see, if you look at it historically, just watch these. There'll be areas where, it will probably pump to, and then find that it has to kind of, bang on those. I call them like glass ceilings. Like, here's a glass ceiling, bonk. It'll probably have to beat on that for a little while before it gets above it. And then the one above that, and one above that. But in general, it's looking great. Anything we can glean here on the daily chart? Let's see, daily chart. What I would say with the daily chart is just, look at that. I mean, it could do what it has done in the past again. And so if we go way back there on a daily chart, let's make this something that we can actually see and look at a fib sequence. Where are we kind of? So if we go way back here, I'm going to go right here where it started to run and go like that. Oops, sorry. Daily chart. Let's go like boom. Why is this not working for me here? Not sure why it won't. Oh, I know what it is. Sorry. Just kind of ways I think of things sometimes. Maybe I'll start here. I'll go to that low. We'll go way up there to that. I think it's starting to, my processor's melting. So there we go. Let's go there. Right, but there, good enough. So where are we at, really? If you think about it, SHIB compared to where it's been is really nowhere. It hasn't even. It kind of gave it all back, and it's really not even. I think actually this subsequence, if I sorry, I think my mouse is having trouble. Let me trim this a little bit like here. That looks good. So we're kind of bouncing off that bottom. We have so much possible upwards momentum. If FIB got back to where it's been, that'd be wonderful. If it even really got to the back of that 786 level, let's look at that. Just if it just got there, back to the 786 from where it's sitting right now, that is like 144%. So I'm just saying, I'm watching SHIB. It's everything Doge will honestly never be. And so we'll just actually, we'll leave it at that. Bitcoin Truth Seekers, thanks for being here. I don't promise to be on again tomorrow. I used to try doing that, but it just doesn't work out when I do that. So like I say, I will be on as much as I can. I'll be getting into some alts, especially if the market is good. Like I've been thinking about SHIB. SHIB's looking kind of good. Kind of got my eye on big time. Not sure about it, but I'm going to watch it. Might be a good position. I love where I'm at in Bitcoin. Right now I'm sitting above 50K. A new, like I say, you got your higher high, then you got a higher high. And depending on how you look at it, depending on how you want to do your upwards channel, you can see it however you would like. So you could do an upwards channel like this, and you could say that, it broke below, and now it's getting back into that channel, which is a very, very powerful move I have found, or if you want to just go from where you're at now, so you want to just kind of redo things and say, I'm going to draw it like this, because times have changed. That's totally cool too. And you can be like, well, you know, now I get this beautiful channel. It has a good heartbeat. Above the heartbeat, we'll probably visit the top. We'll see how it goes. I mean, indicators are looking powerful and positive. I just cannot complain. This is beautiful. Oh, you know what we could do before we get out of here? Let's look at this before we go real quick. Quick? Yes, real quick. Let's look at this. Let's look at the DXY. XY. Let's go to a daily chart here. Go to this template. Let's nix this, bonk, and then let's see if this will all just work. So your DXY is green today, but pretty much a sideways day for the DXY. Nothing too extraordinary happened there. Crude oil, so top left, DXY, it's been on a move up, you know, but it's been going sideways a bit. It's below the 200 moving average. So DXY kind of a, you know, it's performing well as far as it goes. Sideways day, but definitely on an uptrend. Crude oil below the 200 moving average. I tell you, with the conflicts we're having in the world, I really just can't imagine crude staying where it's at. We'll see how it goes, but if conflicts heat up, I really, if anybody knows any like ways to get into oil, like get into crude, like ETFs or whatever, let me know, because I honestly would be hedging in, because I just don't expect a smooth sailing. Literally, I don't expect smooth sailing in the Red Sea. So, and you know, a little bit of altercation as it is going on, a lot of altercation, but as the hotter it gets, the more this price is going to go up. God knows how this is being suppressed right now, but it is. So expect that to like skyrocket, pump like a shit coin if things get even more real. All right, gold sideways. Like I say, it was in this wedge pattern, and then it kind of broke below it. And so gold, you know, it's sideways, not extraordinary. I consider this maybe not the worst, not financial advice, but maybe not the worst buying time. Silver, you know, I could kind of, can I get this chart to go max? Wonder if I can. I think some of this way you can get that in that chart to go max. Anyway, let's look at that. Let's go back to here, and I'm going to say silver. I love my silver coins. Silver, looking at this. You know, silver on the daily chart has just been sideways, kind of up and down for quite a while. Just, you know, big money's ranging it, buying the tops, selling the tops, buying the bottoms. We're getting to move up. We're below the 200 moving average on the daily. Not extraordinary. It's just a sideways chart. But what I do note, is you can kind of see what I'm seeing right now, and why I started to stack a few more coins, just because it's like a weekly thing for me. But why I was happy last couple of days to stack them. You know, I stack them basically weekly when it's a good week. How about that? You know, and look at that. We're kind of at a bottom. I know there's lower bottoms, you know, certainly, but it's kind of been ranging. And if we look at where it's been ranging, it's kind of obvious. It's kind of been ranging here, you know, within these green lines here. It's been ranging. We're at the bottom, below the 200. Silver ain't going anywhere. So anyway, I'm stacking a bit here, because I think that anyway, I'm just, for what it's worth, I think this is probably going to be a bottom for the year. I don't see silver getting any lower than that. Just this total high-chain speculation. But if you're a stacker, I'm stacking, and I picked up a couple, and I'll pick up a couple more this week, because I think it's a buy the dip, you know. And Bitcoin, let me know your thoughts. Are you going to ride this thing up, keep rolling in Bitcoin, or are you going to short it now, or just sell it and wait for it to go back to the bottom of this channel? Definitely looking at where was it? Longs versus shorts back here. If I've got it, where's it at? Yeah, longs versus shorts. Where is that? Yeah, let's refresh that. Yeah, longs are 37% and shorts are 62%. That's pretty massive. Even people are even kind of well, they have a long bias on Ethereum. That's interesting. Ethereum. Let's look at ETH real quick. ETH versus USDT. Let's look on Binance where the big money is. Let's go to a nice 45-minute chart. Oh my God, ETH is killing it. ETH just totally friggin' dominated. Oh my God, it went insane. So anyway, ETH looks a little bit like Bitcoin, kind of with even more ferocity. Myself, unless the market really keeps pushing hard, I'm kind of going to watch ETH. I'll just do a fib sequence and wait for it to come down. I'll wait for it to come to a nice spot where it can be, where this fib will just naturally kick in, and you can hop in there and grab some sweet ETH if you're, or if I was going to short what I short right now. Is this like short and weather? Very well could be if I was very aggressive. definitely. Anyway, guys, take care. I'll be on as often as I can, and let me know your thoughts. Take care, and I'll see you as soon as I see you again. Bye.